Hey everyone, George here, the Disney Family Man, coming to you with another video. How you doing, everybody? So today I thought I'd talk about something that's been kind of bothering me for quite some time now, and I just wanted to kind of get it off my chest, throw it out there, see what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? But primarily, I'd like to talk about Disney annual passes, or more so, lack thereof. Because that's basically what it is, if I'm being brutally honest. More so, primarily with the Magic Keys for Disneyland. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because currently, right now, I am a Magic Key holder with the Disney Dream Key, which is the highest tier of the Magic Keys. It costs $13.99, $1,399, and what it primarily sets is that you can go anytime during any season, any holiday, any weekend. No blackout dates. Um, Parking is included, for which I'm a traveler, I'm an East Coaster, going to Disneyland. I don't rent a car, so parking, it really doesn't really mean anything to me. I more so became a Dream Key holder because of the no blockout dates, and it's the highest for the percentage for food and merchandise at select locations throughout the property. So when I became a Dream Key holder, I was under the impression that there would be a better priority system, if you will, that would allow us Magic Key holders to reserve a spot of any time that we would like to make a park reservation for Disneyland, California Adventure, or both. And what it's starting to show, that if you are a Magic Key holder, or more so a Dream Key holder, it is very difficult to actually get a park reservation, especially during the holidays and the weekends. Now, a lot of times I would think that I would, book not too much around the holidays or the weekends, but it's just the principle of the matter that when you pay that amount of money and you are told a specific way of this is how it's going to be run, that you would think you would get your money's worth out of it. And so I did a little bit of, digging up and, researching and doing a little bit of math, that a 5-day park hopper ticket that you could just buy at the gate or, on the website costs about $440 per person if you are 10 years or older with an adult ticket. And when you look at the reservation system for that, there are more days available for a regular base ticket holder than a Dream Key holder. And that I found was very interesting because you're then allowing more openings for someone that is just buying on the spot, which is okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with being just a regular day ticket holder. I was one of them. But if you're forking out almost $1,400 for a pass that is supposed to have no blackout dates or blockout dates or whatever you want to call them, okay, that's fine. We don't have any blockout dates, but then you're going to limit the amount of people that are holding those, so you literally don't have a chance to ever get a day that you maybe want to do Thanksgiving, or you may want to do this upcoming Saturday. It's bad enough that, we kind of have to juggle our schedule around this reservation system, but now it's secluding people who are forking out an already arm and a leg for a pass to then walk into an entertainment venue that's going to cost an arm and a leg on top of that. So it's like, and I get Disney's strategy, I get Disney's reasoning. I completely understand that. But again, if you're going to take somebody's money, you have to deliver on the product. Just point blank. And that's just me being honest. Recently, Disney had cut off the Dream Key purchases, which means you can no longer purchase a Dream Key as of right now. They are put on hold. I'm for sure it's either a couple of things. It's either that they're trying to flush out the system and work out the kinks, and then restart the Dream Key back up, or they may be really strictly limiting exactly how many people can purchase the Dream Key, because if they are already having this backlash, you know, Disney knows the more that they sell those Dream Keys, the more they're going to have to deliver on to what the public wants, and they want open reservations. It's basically it. For the Dream Key holders, the month of November and especially December is basically non-existent. There's nothing there. Which again, I can understand because of the holidays. It's the busiest time. It's the most crowded, time, and especially like with the parties and the after hour events and what have you. So again, I get that. But it also concerns me on my end because uh, I'm thinking about going back out to Disneyland this upcoming summer at the beginning of June. And even though that's not really a time when, it's not Thanksgiving, it's not Christmas, it's not Easter, it's not the 4th of July, but it's the beginning of summer. And, that just kind of makes me wonder that will I have a shot at getting park reservations with my Dream Key? And it's very much I may be able to, and even by then, maybe Disney will have the Dream Keys back up and running and with a much better system for it. But it makes you very cautious and kind of nervous to be able that when you're ready to book something, if you book a flight, you book a hotel, you have everything down pat, and you're relying on your annual pass that you had purchased for $1,400 to get you into that park, and you're not going to be able to up until within 2 or 3 months of knowing if you can get a reservation. You have to kind of get yourself up early, and in case of anything, you can't rely on just saying, okay, yeah, it'll be there, because you really don't know. As much as I can say, at the beginning of June, oh, there'll be enough reservations there, I'll be fine. You never know, because it seems like Disney is leaning more towards the regular park base ticket rather than the Magic Keys, and it makes me question the fact of, then why even sell Magic Keys? Is it just to give us loyal fans just an entitlement to say, hey, you're titled this, but we really don't care because we're worried about regular base ticket holders rather than you guys? It's like, I don't know. But again, I'm not accusing, I'm questioning, so I don't really know, what the logic is behind it. I know from my past Disneyland trip, I had no issues with uh, my theme park reservations. Now, that was at the end of September, going into October. But again, I didn't have no issues. And I was able to even get a reservation added on when I was actually at the property, that I wasn't planning on to. So that was a good thing. Again, this could just be because it's in November, December during the highest peak of, travel and the holidays and what have you. But again, assumptions, don't ever rely on them. Always stay ahead of the game. Always be on your toes. And again, kind of going back to the base ticket, that if it's around $440, say you are going 3 times as a traveler, say you're going to use that Dream Key and you're going to do 3 separate trips, 5 days each, so that's 15 days. You need a 5-day base ticket, which is park hopper added on to that. That's $440. Now, when you times that by 3, that roughly gives you about $1,320. That is $79 less still than purchasing the Dream Key, the highest tier of the annual pass system at Disneyland. And yet, you're paying less and getting more. Whereas we're paying the Dream Key, you're paying more and getting less. It's you pay less, you get more. You pay more, you get less. That's basically what it's looking like. I don't know if this is just because it's just the start and Disney has to, switch some things around. But, and again, with the free parking, I mean, if they're, especially with California locals, but if you can't get a reservation, then what good is the parking? You're going to drive all the way down there just to say, oh, yeah, I'll utilize the free parking, but, I can go to downtown Disney, I can walk around, but I can't actually step foot into the parks. Well, okay. And again, I got it also with the discount for merchandise and food, but technically you can't really utilize it unless you're actually in the parks, burning up an appetite and going into the shops and buying merchandise, because that's really what Disney wants, right? Disney wants us in the parks. They want us to buy merchandise. They want us to buy food. But you have to be able to get into the park, and in order to do that, you need a reservation. And in order to get a reservation, you have to use the reservation system. And in order to do that, apparently you have to have just a base ticket. Or at least even a lower tier magic key, which is the Believe in the Enchant, and the California locals get the Imagine. But the Dream Key, it's the highest rank of the magic keys. I mean, even with the D23 Expo, they came up with the Sorcerer Passes, which I actually had the privilege of being one. They're very pricey tickets, but you get your money's worth. It's not the fact that we don't complain about paying out the money. It's not the fact of that. I mean, there are people who do. I have no problem with paying out a higher rank of an elite status or paying extra money for something, as long as I get my money's worth. That's all I care about. And going to the D23 Expo as a sorcerer title, you do get your money's worth. You're able to go to the panels. You're able to get early access into the stores. You get a free tour. They have a before and after welcome ceremony and a dessert party, like farewell afterwards. And there's extra things to it. You get a welcome bag. And it's, you're getting your money's worth. And with the Dream Key, as of right now, you're not getting your money's worth. And, you could easily have the argument of saying, well, Disney will fix it in time. That is true. But by the time they fix it, are you still going to get your money's worth? Because all this time that you had paid for 1 year's worth of being able to use your Dream Key, as the days are going by, the hours are going by, time is ticking, that your 1 year is almost up, and then by the time it gets fixed, guess what? It's time for you to renew. So, here's another $1,400. Let's see how this year goes. And again, is Disney really going to comply to the fact that a lot of people may not renew for the magic key, especially for the Dream Key? But is that what really Disney is wanting in the long run? Are they trying to encourage people to say, hey, you know what? You asked for an annual pass, here it is, but this is what we're giving you. And then they're kind of directing them just to be regular ticket holders. But at the same time, it's like a contradiction, because Disney always thanks us as, loyal fans of saying, thank you for being an annual pass holder. Thank you for being a magic key holder. And, kind of segueing off a little bit to Walt Disney World's annual pass, what had happened currently in the last couple days, I was on hold with Walt Disney World for 4.5 hours. And what had happened was we were planning a trip next summer also for our family vacation, as we do at Walt Disney World. Well, currently, I am also an annual pass holder for Walt Disney World. I had the the premium pass, which is the technically the older pass, but because it was a renewal, I had it for one more year before it upgraded to the Incredipass, for which it does not include the water parks. Now, this time, my family wants to go to the water parks, so I purchased a 10-day base ticket for my wife and son, including the water parks, and I bought 2 water park day passes for me separately because it's not included in my pass. Well, then I realized when I purchased them, the water parks had an expiration of 12/31 of this year, which obviously isn't going to work. I need them for 2022. So I went through several cast members, and they had to connect me to the ticketing team, for which, again, I waited on hold for 4.5 hours, and I spoke to a wonderful cast member who had helped me out, and she had upgraded my pass to the Incredipass, but added the water park option onto it, for which covered the amount that I already put out for the 2-day water park passes, because technically mine was a renewal. So I paid the renewal price rather than a new pass. So the upgrade was practically free. So I ended up getting $14.92 back for upgrading to the Incredipass with the water park included, which is even better because now we can go to the water parks anytime during our vacation. We're not subjected to just this day and this day, so that I really enjoy. I can see Walt Disney World annual pass system still working and benefiting us of what we're paying out. Yes, it may be expensive, but we are getting our money's worth. Disneyland, as far as comparing apples to oranges, I do think the Magic Key annual pass program does have potential. It could do very well, but Disney has to allow that part of the company, as far as what the Disneyland goes, to work its way of how Walt Disney World works with their annual passes. Because as of right now, the people who have the Dream Key, myself included, but more so the California locals, are really getting hit hard with not being able to make any current park reservations for the months right now. Now, as time goes on, as I said, it may get fixed, or if it's like an off-season type thing. But as far as weekends go, you get weekends every single day, not every single day, but every single week within each day that, you're never able to go on a weekend, and so, I mean, in my case, I don't really have to worry about that because, when I travel, I can go on the weekdays. That's not a problem. But again, it's just the whole principle of that if you're paying that money, you should be able to at least not always get your cake and eat it too, but it should work out to something of your benefit then rather than say, nope, can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. And you have to subject yourself to, okay, well, I have to wait a whole nother month, And to me, it's I hate to say it, it's crappy. It's a crappy situation, and I feel for Disney. They're in a situation right now where it's like, no matter what they do, you're always going to have unhappy people. You're never going to be satisfied. And, us as diehard loyal fans, we do have to think about Disney as a company, and they're doing their very best. And then also on the other side, Disney has to think of us loyal fans to say, you know what, if we're going to take their money, we can't portray ourselves as highway robbery and just take the money and not give anything back in return. So it's a sticky situation. It really is, on both sides for both parties. But I do hope Disney figures this out with the Magic Keys sooner than later. And, so that way people can enjoy what they paid for rather than wait and see a whole entire year of putting out $1,400 and just having a pass sit. And then by the time it gets fixed, okay, time for renewal. Give us another $1,400 and you can enjoy it for this year. So hopefully that's not the case. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Tell me if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, certain things, whatever. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please check out me on Orange Grove 55's channel. Please go over there and give him a subscribe. Awesome channel, great content. Love collaborating with him and Mr. Vaskai, host of Freshly Squeezed. And then you can check out my segments of Citrus Corner, also at that as well. And again, thank you all for joining me. And remember, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Bye, everybody.